That's a rough rider's roll. I'm going down, down, baby. Yo, street in a Range Rover, street sweeper, baby. Cock ready to let it go. Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa wood, listen to the plow. Light it up and take a puff. Pass it to me now. I got that wood grain with the leather seats. I got the window so dark you need a flashlight to see me. Smoking on that Doja. Four of my buddies in the back screaming no. 2, 3 into the phone, Snoop Doggy Doggy, Dr. Dre is at the door, ready to make an entrance on back on up. Cause you know we about to rip stuff up. Give it a microphone first so I can bust it like a bubble. LA and Nashville to get 'em, man, you know you in trouble. It ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. Young locked out people so crazy. Remember walking in from school at homies, hey man, but I ain't tripping cause I know I'm there. Girl, you be my lady, you probably have my babies. I know it sounds crazy, but thugs need love. If you real girl, save me. Wake up, wake up, wake up, it's the first of the month. Get up, get up, get up, case I'm chasing it up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, it's the first of the month. Get up, get up, get up, everybody saying give me 2 fire, cause I need 2 fire, so I can get the stomping in my Air Force Ones. Get the stomping in my Air Force Ones. One saying go 45 and 2 zigzags. Baby, that's all we need. We can go to the park after dawn. We can smoke that tumbleweed. Have some marijuana burn. We can take our turn singing them dirty rap songs. You stop at the pound and cheap chong, selling tips from here to Hong Kong. So roll my joint, pick out the Caesar stems. Feeling high as hell, flying through Palmdale, skating on dead rails. So roll the 83 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. Yeah, my tapes and Mercedes just don't sell. I bet my caddy will. I wanna be a baller. Shot caller, 20-inch blades on my Impala. Collar getting paid tonight. Swish a roll tire, got sprayed, but I can hit the highway. Making money the flyway. But there's got to be a better way. Better way, better way, yeah. Boys and girls wanna hear a true story. Saturday night, I was at this real wild party. They had a nigga overflowing the cup. About 5, 6 strippers trying to work for a buck. And I took one girl outside with me. Her name's Mariah. She went to junior high with me. I said, why you up in there dancing for cash? I guess a whole lot's changed since I seen you last. She said, what would you do if your son was at home? Crying all alone on the bedroom floor and he's hungry. And the only way to feed him is to sleep with a man for a little bit of money, and his dad is gone. So we're smoking rock now, ain't it out of lockdown? I ain't got a job now. Just for you, this is just a good time, but for me, this is what I call life. Yeah.
If y'all want to know the name of that ditty right there, it is called the 90s Rap Mashup with Austin Williams. It is on the tube. That's one of our favorites over here. It's one of our favorites. It is 90s mashup, Austin Williams. Austin Williams, let me get you closer to my face. Hey, how y'all doing in the club? Thank you for all the gifts, guys. Thank you, thank you. How's it going in the club? How's it going in the club? Y'all tap the screen, tap the gingerbread. If y'all can't tell, your girl is a little gingerbread obsessed during the holiday seasons. Yes, yes. Hey, listen. We're going to have a story time. Okay? To the people that have been here for a little bit, you're going to know this story. So let's have a story time. Y'all, snuggle up. Y'all remember back in August, I said there was a young lady that reached out to me, said that she was moved because I offered to pay for Gabriella's vet tech certification. She asked me if I could help her pay for her vet tech certification. She said she would love the opportunity. Remember that? Yes. Remember we all joined together and I said all of my gifts from this point forward are going to go to this individual so she can go and get her vet tech certification. We remember? Okay. Remember in the middle of all of that, when I had to put a pause on everything because this individual had a tragic happening in her life and she just wanted to take a step back, and I said, okay, we're not taking any more donations. We're not using the gifts for her. We will come back at another time. Do we remember? Okay. That's when we proceeded to raise money for the dirt. Remember? Okay. Remember the night I got in Kaylee's box? And I told her, Kaylee, I don't want to talk to you about this publicly, but if you will talk to me privately, I will give you all the information you need. Do we remember that? Okay. I have known since the day they walked into that Dunkin' that they walked into that Dunkin'. The individual that asked me to help them with their vet tech certification was Zombie. We were raising money for Zombie. Before the Dunkin' shit happened, Melina and several of my girls joined that Discord. Melina walked into that Discord call after they had already left the Dunkin'. They were in the car. So the lie that's being told right now, that they just so happened to show up there, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. I reached out to Zombie when I found out what was going on over there, and I told her that there was no way in hell that I could help her, knowing that she's sitting in that Discord, allowing that stuff to happen, knowing that Gabby was trying to have me, villain, and find out arrested. I said, I can't help you. And ever since then, I have sat on that information. I was told, don't say a word. You don't want them coming for you. You've got enough on your plate, Feisty. Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. I've told Gabby 100 times, if you will stop being a fucking see you next Tuesday to me, I can help you take care of your problem. But no, you wanted to drag me down in court. You wanted to take me in front of a judge. Andrea lied to you guys today in that live. She knew exactly what she was doing. She knew exactly where she was going. She was recording that call before she even got to the counter. She was live on Discord as she was walking in the door. I have been on this platform since August, telling y'all there are really people on the back end doing some fuck shit to this girl. And I kept getting called a liar. Everybody kept calling me a fucking liar. Kaylee has grabbed a hold of me and she is refusing to let me go even under a subpoena. That bitch is still running her fucking mouth. It's not going to end well for her. But she's doing it all because everybody swore Feisty was the problem. Feisty lives 16 hours away. Feisty's not walking up in no fucking Dunkins. Feisty's not doing the shit that's going on down there. Feisty's not doing it. Hey, Pizza.
Hey, Queen Feisty, how are you?
I'm okay.
Good.
How are you?
I'm fantastic. I heard you talking about the shit that went down in the live today where that, whatever the heck her name was, she literally tried to say, she was just so, this woman needs to go buy a lottery ticket because out of her own mouth, she just happened to be passing through and decided, I want Dunkin' today. And decided to just walk into this Dunkin', and she just so happened to be in a Discord call. And she just so happened to stumble upon it.
I'm not a liar. I'm tired of being called a liar. All through court. I've got people going to court all over the place. I'm no liar. I'm no liar, okay? I'm sick of this shit. Y'all are sitting back there in these Discords doing the most. I've been sitting on, look at the date, y'all. Hold on, let me find a date on here. August 12th, 8:59 a.m.
This zombie chick has been doing this to me for a year.
Well, my issue is, and you know, I don't mean to, don't take this the wrong way. Don't take this the wrong way. Okay. My issue is she was in my fucking inbox wanting me to help her pay for her education. Knowing that Gabby was trying to have me arrested,
So
knowing
I
that Gabby
didn't
was
know
doing
about
all
that.
these things, and
I heard
you
that
wanted
you
my
were
community to
involved.
fucking pay for your education.
That's disgusting. I learned about that, I think today. Sports Mom told me about that. That you and I remember, I kind of remember Sports Mom telling me a little bit about when it was going on. And I, you know, like I said, Crazy Mom and Zombie have been over me for a year. So I was like, I'm not getting involved. I don't want to say a word. Sports Mom told me that. That's disgusting. That's fucking disgusting.
I think it's time for, you know, everybody's been running all over this app. They're pointing all these fingers. I got, you know, some people are so deep into this shit right now. They don't understand how serious court is, regardless of whether it's a civil court or not. You can't get on here and demand people to show you evidence that they're fucking submitting as evidence into a court hearing. Y'all are on this app running buck fucking wild, acting like you're not going to have any accountability at all. And to the ones of y'all that are doing this shit to Gabby, I promise, I told you, Zombie, I'm not taking the fucking fall for y'all shit. I'm not taking the fall for y'all shit. I've got receipts on top of receipts on top of receipts. I'm not doing this shit to Gabby. I'm not doing it to her. Yeah, people over here playing lawyer. I wish that when this is all said and done, I don't even have to show y'all. This is public record. Go to Marysville Municipal Court and look at the bullshit that's being filed at this courthouse. These women acting like they know what they're doing. That non-lawyer over there, Shawini Stevens, doing the most, still acting like she's a lawyer. Today, telling everybody, grab it. It's evidence for G. Get it on the dock. Let me tell you something. Sean. You're fucking ignorant. Do you not understand this is a civil matter? Do you not understand that you guys are not going to be able to come in there and demand fucking financial discoveries on a civil matter? Do you not understand that everything that comes out of your fucking bumping gums when you walk in front of that judge, you're going to have to prove it, not me? You're going to have to prove it. And you have sat on this app ever since you got served with that paperwork down there, Louisiana, and you've done nothing but threaten me. You've done nothing but intimidate me. You've done nothing but harass me. You're out here falsely accusing people of being donors and all this shit. All y'all are doing is deflecting from the money you can't account for. But that's not my problem. That's not why I'm taking you to court. I'm taking you to court because you helped Gabby orchestrate a whole ass fucking lawsuit down there that she withdrew 3 days prior to it being heard. I have a mandated appearance notice. It's Exhibit A. I have the fucking court hearing on the docket. It's Exhibit B. Learn to read. I'm not playing with these judges up here. And y'all might want to keep an eye on the docket because Kaylee's got 2 cases against her up here. She wanted to sit there and keep running her mouth and running her mouth and running her mouth. Well, she didn't file for defamation. She didn't file for defamation. This is for damages. Check the docket. Check the docket. I did file for defamation. If you knew where you were looking, you'd be able to see it. You'll have it soon enough. You'll have it soon enough. You don't get to sit on that platform and say, I heard a rumor that Feisty chose her husband over her niece because of any allegations. I don't have to prove damages at all. The statement itself is damaging enough. You better check your fucking references, ma'am. You better check them. I would stop listening to Sean. I would stop allowing Sean to fill out that paperwork. And Miss Jacobson's paperwork, I know, was filled out by a non-lawyer because I have her original petitions from where she took Find Out Brownie and Waffles to court, and none of it matches. None of it. The spelling is correct. All of it. None of it. Look at the filings. There have been motions filed across the board for third-party interference. Look, read it.
Hey, bestie. Was Zombie the one that did the coloring books?
Yes.
There's a lot of people in the chat like, who's Zombie? She's the one that started the coloring pages, right?
Yes.
That should help you guys kind of narrow down who she is.
People should read. I'd be damned. And listen, I made the same mistake. I've been talking to some folks, and I heard that Sean swore that when she gave Kaylee that information about mine and HP's restraining order situation, Sean swore there was nothing else. She swore it. Well, I'm here to tell you there is. All 2,000 of you, I'll wait. Go to Google right now and type in Mewich versus Lee and tell me what you see. This big back bitch carried herself all the way in front of 7 fucking judges at the Florida Supreme Court. You're not playing with no fucking 61 over here. You can sit here and tell all the world, oh, Feisty's getting help with her legal documents. No, the fuck she's not. Feisty's smart. Feisty knows how to use a template. Feisty knows how to look up the law library. Feisty's smart.
No, Leslo and Zombie are two different people. Leslo made coloring pages later. Zombie was the originator of the coloring pages. When the AI photos first started coming out, those were created by Zombie. Leslo jumped on that bandwagon later, and she's doing something cute with the coloring books and all the things. Nobody's got an issue with Leslo. They're two different people.
I know how to use a law library. I know how to read. And for her to pass all that stuff off to Kaylee and act like it's fact, there were 2 hearings for that restraining order. The second hearing, it got fucking thrown out. She got denied. Then we went all the way to the Supreme Court because when I went to the first hearing, the judge didn't swear me in. She told me that the only reason why she was signing that order is because I admitted to sending stuff to her home. But if you go back in the transcripts that you green screened, I never admitted to taking nothing to her house. Nothing. She did have a restraining order up here. She did. It was temporary, just like Gabby's, but she did. And the bitch violated it. Ma'am, miss, I did all the research. She violated it. She caught a fucking charge. The only reason why it's not on her record is because they were going to have the hearing the day before Thanksgiving, and I said, no, I dropped it. And I got drug for damn near 2 years for fucking dropping it.
I just want to mention
So no, ma'am, you're not being given all the information, but it's not my job to fucking feed you information. It's not my job to make sure you're getting your facts correct before you sit on that platform and monetize off of people's shit. And I'm going to say it loud and proud. I hope PPP files against her in the small claims court. I hope everybody that bitch is gone after files against her in small claims court. She thinks that she's above it all, but she's not. Tie this girl up in litigation until she can't fucking sleep. That's what I want to do. You're not going to keep sitting on here threatening me. There are so many people that want to speak on this girl, but they all have a past and they don't want this woman digging into it. They don't want her blasting their fucking testimony all over the internet for a couple of fucking rusted pennies, because that's what she's doing. That's what she's doing. But the problem is she's getting on here speaking on things as if they are facts. She's green screening transcripts that are not public record. I paid almost $500 for those transcripts. They're not public record.
Entirety, and not the whole transcript.
And you pick and choose what you show. You're over there listening. It'll be handled in court. It'll be handled in court. And because the escalation of this bullshit, since she's gotten served, there's other things happening to Miss Hernandez. She's going to find out on her own. When I'm quiet for a reason, y'all. Y'all should know that. She can go on YouTube tonight and fucking crash all the way out. I don't care, because everything you have said from the moment you got served has been recorded and it's being shown to a judge. Every fucking word that you have spoken on me is being shown to a judge. All of it. Lisa Harris, Iron Butterfly, did not pay for my attorney in my Florida hearing with HP or my Florida hearing with fucking Gabby. You're wrong. She did not. You're wrong.
I think that's funny.
You're so wrong. And keep pushing her. Keep fucking harassing her. You're intimidating a potential witness because you've accused her of being my donor. She might have to come up here and say that she hasn't under fucking oath. So keep fucking with her. Keep accused her of something she hasn't done. So keep fucking with her.
I just want to circle back really quick to the situation where you green screened. If you notice, she took that to her and had a private conversation to calling her out on her behavior, saying she didn't agree with it. She thought it was wrong. There was no apologies, zero fucks given at the fact that she did that and she had anything to do with that. And then turned around and made videos about Feisty when Feisty tried to handle that shit in private.
It's public record. If you want to see what their paperwork looks like, you can go to my Marysville Municipal Court, type my last name, first name, and the little cachet thing at the bottom, and you can read it all. Read it all. It's public record. Read every bit of it. I can tell you one thing. Miss Jacobson rushes too much. She rushes too much. She rushes through things. And Kaylee likes to speak on behalf of Mrs. Jacobson, although they're not talking, they're not friends anymore. She spoke on behalf of Gabby in her motion to dismiss. Both of them have claimed that Ohio has no jurisdiction over them. Bullshit. Bullshit. Both of you are monetized creators. One of you sells merchandise. The other one has a published book on Amazon KDP. You are doing business outside of your home state lines. We absolutely have jurisdiction here in Ohio. I live in Ohio. She had me served here in the great state of Ohio. The damages were done here in the great Buckeye state. We absolutely have jurisdiction here. There's a reason why that judge hasn't dismissed this case yet. I'm just saying.
Iron Butterfly is not an attorney, for those in the chat. She has worked for law offices and she's worked in politics, but she's not an attorney.
She's not helping me with my paperwork either.
No.
She's not helping with me, not one bit of my paperwork. The only thing me and Lisa Harris have talked about was when she messaged me and told me that she was going to buy me dinner. And I need to correct myself. I do need to correct myself because all I had was the screenshot where she sent me money for dinner, but she did donate $100 towards the thing that Pink did that night for me to get down to Florida. She did do that. Oh, speaking of, hold on. No, I can't. Never mind. I can't because I'm using it as evidence. I received a little over, hold on. I don't want to quote it wrong. I received $2,520 from Pink. 2520 is what I received from Pink. And as I was getting my evidence packet together, I got all my bank statements and all that stuff together, right? Travel, lodging, food, that's it. All that was left out of that $2,520 was $458. That was it. That was it. But I don't have to, what people don't understand, and I'm going to explain it because it doesn't matter, we're education. It doesn't matter where the money came from. It doesn't matter how I paid for my attorney. It doesn't matter how I paid to get there or how I paid for my fucking double cheeseburgers. That does not matter. It doesn't matter. And to the women in the back that keep screaming, it does, you're going to learn on the 10th that it does not. You're also going to learn on the 10th of December that my husband's income does count. It absolutely counts. You're going to learn it. Hey, Corey, you going to come up here and be my courtroom correspondent? There's a Nordstrom right down the street. We can go shopping, bitch. Her and Gabby both have filed motions to dismiss because of improper jurisdictions and all that kind of stuff, but they're lying to the court. They're telling the court that they've never done business in the state of Ohio, and I know for a fact both of them have. Because Brownie donated to Kaylee during the fundraising, and Brownie lives in Ohio. Congratulations, you've done business in fucking Ohio. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. All she had to send you was a fucking penny, and you've done business in the state of Ohio. You better learn to read. Also, only one person had to sign for those papers. Kaylee or Gabby. If one signed and the other didn't matter. They both got to come. You go in there and read that response to the motion. You'll see it tomorrow because I responded to Gabby's today. The judge knows that Gabby plans on going to Disney while this hearing is taking place. They know. Kaylee filed for a Zoom appearance. Gabby did not. I think Gabby's going to leave Kaylee up here to answer for this shit by herself. What do y'all think? I think Gabby's going to be a no-show, and Kaylee's going to have to face this judge by herself, and that's unfortunate because all she had to do was have a decent conversation with me. I offered mediation, and through my research, I have learned that judges appreciate it when you try to handle it out of a courtroom. They do. And I can prove that I offered mediation. I can prove that I went into her YouTube that day and I called a truce, and that she decided to drag me from that point forward. Unprovoked. I have never, ever, ever gone after Kaylee. Never. She came for me because I had a previous restraining order, and Sean said we can get another one. No, if they don't show it, I get it by default. She confided it. Well, if she don't come, she don't come. That'd be tragic for Kaylee. That would be fucked up. Because if it weren't for Gabby, she wouldn't be involved. But either way it goes, they're co-defendants. And both of them signed. Well, Gabby signed for her papers, so that means Kaylee's been served too. And they're citing on this improper service thing, if y'all go over there and look at it, on Kaylee's improper service, she's citing an outdated law. She cites an outdated Ohio law. Okay. The new Ohio law states, as long as that fucking envelope is marked delivered, you're served. The postal worker can leave it in a mail room, a mailbox. Sure can. Sean's doing all of her paperwork. Sean has admitted to it. They're over there saying there's nothing wrong with Sean acting like a non-lawyer. Sean's allowed to help her friend all she wants. Kaylee admitted in her motion to dismiss that she advised Gabby with her legal stuff. She fucking outright admitted it. Then Gabby outright admitted that she withdrew the damn petition. No, Sean is not an attorney. Sean is not an attorney. That's what I'm saying. You're going to sit there and file an improper service? You're answering. That kind of just throws that I wasn't served shit out the window. You're literally responding to it. I don't know why G dropped the case. Probably because she didn't have one.
And there's a bunch of things that we're not going to know the answer to, because if she tries to pull some medical crap or some medical card, we're not going to know how that turns out. We're just going to have to wait and find out.
No, nothing's been granted. From what I was told, the motions to dismiss always go on the magistrate's desk for review, but he doesn't typically rule on them until the day of the hearing. And due to the severity of the, from what I understand, due to the severity of the matter and everything that's taking place, they're going to be required to appear in person. Thank you, Corey. You just fucking hit me with all the roses and the heart pulls. Thanks, y'all. Dang. But anyways, I just felt like getting on here and talking a little bit of shit because, you know, I'm trying really hard to be good and be, you know, enhance my calm and all this kind of stuff. But it's really bothering me to see people be attacked and interrogated and all these things over. This is all over Gabby. This is all over Gabby. And that
It has been messy today.
It's messy. And then the ones that are pointing their fingers talking about how dare you go real life, how every one of y'all sitting up in that Discord fucking laughing and chuckling it up while that woman walked up in there recording her. You know, out of all them people that were in that Discord, somebody recorded it. Thanks,
About a
y'all.
certain child in here. What child is in here? 1-800 fuck ice.
Thanks, y'all. Y'all are so nice. May you have a. Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. Damn, all these boxes. Why are my mods not modding?
Because I'm in a box.
What the fuck? Where'd she go?
I got it. Heather? Was it Heather? Or Peace, Love, and Happiness?
I can't. I think it was Punky.
I'm just going. You guys can take turns.
Sean has been reported to Washington, Florida, Ohio, and Louisiana Bar Association. And on the paperwork, not for this case, I can't discuss it. Oh shit, I can't discuss it too much. But on the paperwork for the next case, I'm asking them to be referred to the state attorney's office.
Melina said I'll fire myself.
Don't fire yourself, please, bitch.
Hey,
But anyways,
Feisty,
I'm
I just
asking
wanted
for them to
say really
refer.
quick that
I'm asking for her to be referred over.
that your court date is on my birthday and another lady's birthday that's in here. Oh my God, that would be a perfect birthday gift.
I didn't hear what she said.
She said it'd be a perfect birthday gift because her court date is on her birthday.
Well, if they don't show up, they don't show up. That's on them.
Can you hear boxes, Feisty?
I can hear them a little bit.
Okay.
Corey in the house.
I'm just gonna sit here and look cute.
Well, it's the pigtails. You ain't never too old for pigtails. HP said so.
Hey, did you want a box or did you just want to join?
This is just my opinion, I have 2 envelopes over here that has Miss Hernandez's handwriting on it, and I'm not a professional, but I can say, in my opinion, that list looks like it was written by Miss Hernandez, but I do believe it was written when she first came into the picture and she was making a list for Gabby, and Gabby just screenshotted it, and she's too lazy to write out her own, so she showed it. I don't think it was written recently for her, but I do think it was written for her maybe towards the beginning.
I see all you lovely people. I love you too.
We
We don't know
love
if
you.
she's, We don't know if she's going to Disneyland or if it's satire, if she's rage baiting, or if she's honestly finally going to take that kid to Disneyland because she claimed it last year. But everybody should know everything that woman says should be taken with a grain of salt.
She should be very careful. I'm going to be really careful in the words that I choose because I know that everybody's got opinions, okay? I'm going to say if. If what she pulled last week was bullshit, and she immediately thereafter created that wish list for that baby, and she's already received stuff, that's fraud. It's fraud. And I know, not myself, but I know quite a few people have reported it, and they're going to look at it. And she can make up whatever she wants to make up. They're going to look at it if it's been reported. You can lie all you want to, but you can't lie about things and then turn around and get sympathy gifts from it, or sympathy money, that's bullshit. That's fraud. You can't do that.
Any reimbursement. Yes, Shay, I will go to Disneyland with you.
Look, she needs to answer her responsibilities. She's 30 years old. She put me in a position to where I had to travel all the way down there to Florida. I don't care who believes me, who doesn't believe me. I was still on the docket. I paid that attorney for a reason. He told me to have my ass there, and I was there. I was there.
I've said it before. Can you imagine if you didn't show up and something was refiled or something was not signed off on a judge for dismissal? Then you would have been deemed no show.
Well, his concern is that they were going to pull some bullshit at the last minute. And he wanted to make sure that he said, if nothing else, he said, just sit outside the courtroom. So for the longest, for like 45 minutes, we all sat outside the courtroom. And I was like, well, fuck this. I want to go in. So we went in and sat down. And the judge all this, we can't have Zoom meetings. Bullshit. The judge was doing a Zoom hearing when we walked in there. But it hadn't been signed off. If y'all go look on the docket, it says her voluntary dismissal. Then it has the correction because her lawyer said he was defending me and not her. And then you see where the judge dismissed it. But I don't have to prove it to TikTok. I just have to prove it to court. And I'm going to prove it. I've got proof. I've got all the proof I need. I've got receipts from my lawyer's office. I've got receipts where my donor got her fucking half her money back. I've got fucking proof. And I don't know how far y'all think $2,500 goes.
Not very far, I promise.
It doesn't go far at all, especially when your husband drives a fucking Dodge T-Rex. You know what I'm saying? And my little video that I posted on here the other day of my printer that's coming in, for y'all in the back there, is that fundraiser money? No, it's not fucking fundraiser money. My husband gets a bonus every fucking 3 months. And every November, it's like Christmas for me and my husband. That's when we do Christmas for each other. He goes out and gets him something new, and I get something new. You feel me? I don't understand. It's fundraiser money. She's running with the fun. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
I'm spending that money for a month just to spend it on a printer. Come on, guys. You know how much it costs to get a hotel, even the cheapest ones in Florida.
That hotel we were in was $657. It was $657 for us to stay in that hotel.
Not to mention gas from Ohio to Florida, food from Ohio to Florida, all the travel expenses from Ohio to Florida.
But I mean, and people want to sit on here and demand me to show. I understand her saying, I'm not talking about Gabby, I'm talking about the other one. She said that she's shown her part. Okay, I get that. You showed what you paid, but Gabby hasn't. And you can't tell me that there wasn't people reaching out to her on the back end, offering her fucking money on the side, because they've been taking care of her for 4 fucking years. People have been taking care of her and her sister for 4 years. So I can almost understand. Well, actually, I got proof of where they're donating. I don't have all the donation proof, but I know where the $750 came from. I know where 500 of it came from. I've got proof behind that. I just can't show it.
Feisty, if
up?
anyone just Google correctly about Florida law, when there's a temporary order that it says clearly judge has to sign off and that you still have to show until that judge signs off on the order. It clearly states in Florida law. I mean, you could read it. I read it. So anyone that says that you had no business going down there, you guys sure don't know how to read.
Well, they're all like, everybody's like, oh, they went on vacation. No, I didn't. I didn't even go to the fucking beach. Everybody's like, well, there's not any pictures of her find out and Villain together. No, there's not, because we didn't fucking hang out. I went to their Airbnb. I sat on the pool deck for 20 minutes. We discussed a few things and I fucking left. I didn't go to dinner with them. I didn't even break bread with them women. I didn't even break bread with them. And there is a lot of confusion on why Find Out came down there. And I'm going to clear that shit up right now. When me and Mike were talking, when I hired him, I told him that Find Out would come as a witness if he thought it was necessary. And as soon as I hung up the phone with him, he called her. He told her, we could use you here. He did say that. And if he's not talking to anybody privately about my case, then nobody else would know that but me, him, and Find Out. No one. No one. For anybody to get on here and interrogate Pink on how I paid my attorney, on how I got down to Florida for a legal matter I shouldn't have to gone to, that's fucking bullshit. It's bullshit. Why is it Gabby being interrogated? Where's her interrogations at? I didn't drop shit. I showed the fuck up. Find Out didn't drop shit. She showed the fuck up. Villain didn't drop shit. She showed the fuck up. Those women were all over Cape Coral, Florida, trying to hold that bitch accountable. I was all over Cape Coral trying to hold her accountable. Those fucking people are so sick of her. They are so beyond sick of her. They won't even go to her house anymore.
For those asking in the chat, there was no downtime. She went there in time to show up for court and in time to come home. There was no rec time. There was no social hour. I mean, she spent, like she said, 20 minutes with them. But she was there and home.
Y'all don't get it. I was freaking, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bad bitch. I'm a bad bitch, but I was freaking out because you never know what the fuck Gabby's doing down there. I didn't know if this bitch was gonna have me locked up for some fucking cyber stalking bullshit. I didn't know if I was gonna walk in the courtroom and they'd be like, yep, they're Alan, Lorette, whatever the fuck that damn investigator's name is. I didn't know. Y'all have no idea the amount of stress that I went under. And for the statement that was made about my husband, me, and my niece.
Oh, God.
That was documented by my husband's psychiatrist. My husband has had to change medication because of that bullshit, and it's going to be brought up in front of a judge. I promise you. It's not coming up on the 10th, but it's fucking coming. It's fucking coming.
If y'all knew the whole story behind that whole situation, you would be like, damn, fuck her for saying anything about that.
You'd be sick to your stomach. Butterfly 3. It didn't matter. She said, you didn't file, Gabby did. Yes, we know Gabby filed, but Feisty still, by the judge's ruling, she had to show up because there was no official signed dismissal. Where do people not understand that? So Feisty had to show, period.
I was mandated to appear. Hold on. I'm not a fucking liar. Hold on.
Like I said, if anyone just read, I mean, you would know that.
Appearance is made.
It's literally in bold and underlined. And
Appearance is fucking mandatory. Y'all see how I had that on the ready?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
I typed that wrong. I meant Feisty doesn't owe anybody an explanation. Gabby filed. Feisty took the advice of her attorney.
I apologize.
She did what she was supposed to. Gabby filed against Feisty. So Feisty doesn't know anybody an explanation. Period.
Thanks, y'all.
Gabby does. So I'm sorry, guys. I typed it wrong. I meant she, as in Feisty, doesn't know anybody an explanation.
You
Not
guys
Gabby.
shouldn't be apologizing to her. I just, that, not what was wrote.
I should have put Feisty instead of she. So, support you 100%, Feisty. You do what you have to do for your family, period. And you do what your attorney advises you, not what we here on TikTok advise you.
Yeah, I'm not. I love y'all to death, but I'm not listening to nobody on TikTok. I mean, I listen to y'all,
I
be
don't
listening to
blame
y'all,
you.
but all the people over there talking trash on the back end. Oh, well, look, there's no attorney. There's no attorney. I don't need an attorney. If I feel like I need to bring my attorney in, I'll bring my attorney in. But I don't need an attorney. When I was working with Mike down there, Mike gave me everything I needed to file what I needed to file up here. Every bit of it.
Logan refuses to leave the room till he says hi to his auntie.
Hey, baby. Congratulations, Logan.
Well, we stand behind you 100%, Feisty. So, if you'll drop me, thank you. I just wanted to explain it, so I'm sorry.
Butterfly.
Thank you.
But anyways, my whole point to this live was, for those of y'all that are sitting in the back, knowing y'all are doing some shady shit, you should probably stop pointing your fingers at people, because it's fucked up, because y'all see, now it's me. Before it was Brownie find out in Waffles, but now it's me. Y'all see innocent people getting drugged all over the place. And you just sit back and do this stuff without any remorse or nothing. And then you get in a box today and outright lie about it. You outright lied about it. Zombie told me in my messages that all she did was go through the drive-through. But then when I corrected her and said, no, you went in, then she wanted to get an attitude with me. But it's funny to me now that I've said it out loud. Gabby accused Darlene of going through the drive-through. So were you bitches setting Darlene up or something? I don't know. I'm not trying to, never mind, because me and Darlene, it's just fucked up. This whole situation's fucked up all the way around. It's fucked up all the way around. But if you have been harassed, your fucking court records picked for narrative purposes only against one person that we know who I'm talking about, I suggest you take $65 to your local courthouse and file some paperwork on that bitch, because she's not going to stop her shit until people start holding her accountable. She's not going to stop her shit. Continuing to call me a night walker, telling me that I should have stuck to walking the streets because I'm a dumb bitch, is not going to age well. It's not going to age well at all. I got out there and sold a piece of my body. Something that doesn't mean two fucks to me. I don't give a shit about this body, because when the Lord takes me home, it's going to be left here in the dirt. What mattered to me was my kids.
Yes, honey.
That's what mattered to me was my children. And I'll get out there and sell my pussy again. I'll do it again.
I know that's right.
I'll do it again. So call me a night walker. I'll be one. I'm not on here begging for 3 attorneys and some fucking wham-whams. I promise you that. Somebody may have donated to me, but I didn't ask for shit.
I got him out.
They insisted. I love you. They insisted.
Go. I got that one. I blocked the one that was talking shit.
They insisted on it. They insisted on it. Would it have hurt us? Yeah, but they still insisted. And these people wanted to help. They said it was further than just helping a Feisty. It was explained to me very well on a phone call the other day. Feisty, we're a family. We're all in this together. And you were in there doing this on your own. And we just wanted to be a part of it. That's why we did what we did. They didn't do it because they had to. They did it because they wanted to. Then we get shamed for getting 4-wheelers for heart recipients. We're getting shamed for all this stuff. Gabby's on here telling the world we're all a bunch of jealous bitches. What the fuck do I have to be jealous of? I got one more thing to say and I'm going to let it go. I know a lot of people feel a lot of ways about what Pink said to Zennial in their messages. Thanks, y'all. But I need y'all to think about something for a minute. Pink had that girl coming to her every other day that ended in Y, reporting, right? Telling her what she's seen and what she didn't see. And this is my personal opinion. Pink was driving herself crazy with that shit.
Yep.
She was driving herself crazy with it. So in her mind, this is my opinion, she thought, well, maybe if I could just get on a FaceTime, I can have some answers for myself and we can knock this shit out. And instead of Zennial being a woman and responding to her saying, no, Pink, I don't think that's okay. I don't think we need to do that. She then takes it to somebody else. But 3 days later, on the 7th, she sits on her platform and reports on the whereabouts of Gabrielle Jacobson. Please make that make fucking sense.
Exactly.
No, it's okay for her to ride by that house and report on the whereabouts. It's okay for her to get in every other fucking box that'll let her in and report on whereabouts. But when Pink wants just a FaceTime, that's all she wanted was a FaceTime. Now she's a problem. She's a stalker. No, I've said it since day one and y'all all came for me. It's them women that live down the fucking street that are the problem. They're walking up into her fucking job. They're riding by her house. Zennial, you can see her from your driveway.
Tell it, honey.
And Pink
But now Pink is a problem?
She even said, I will sit on a FaceTime. Anything I see, I will report on, not you.
I'm not talking about you, Tiffany. But I'm just saying, but Pink is a problem. Y'all got all these people in Zombies Discord going in that Dunkin' Donuts, but I'm the fucking problem. Y'all are pointing at the wrong fucking people. You're pointing at the wrong one. So you don't get got first. You go and throw other people under the bus. And then you use your disability as a crutch. No, I'm sorry. Just because you have a disability doesn't give you a pass for being a shitty fucking human. If you didn't like what Pink said to you, you should have returned that message with no, Pink, I'm not doing that. Instead, you send it over to somebody else that starts fucking talking shit.
Preach it, sister.
Y'all know me and Pink ain't tight like that. Pink has said it and I'll say it. We do not see things eye to eye, but I have a lot of respect for her. She's a very educated woman. She is very well spoken when you don't have her, when she's pissed now. But she's a very educated woman. I have a lot of respect for her, you know? And I told her when she did that whole money raising thing, I said, Pink, I said, don't do it, dude. I said, they're going to come for me. And she was like, nope. We want to, you see what's happening now? Because Pink said, I'm done dealing with Gabby. We don't want to see no more Aaron's little swimmers dripping down her thumb. We're fucking done. And then they just, boom, everybody starts talking about Pink. Same thing happened to me when I left HP alone.
Honey, don't
I want you guys,
she'll cut you out.
I want you guys to think for a second. There's certain people on this app that have opinions about things, and instead of going on live and saying those opinions, they put it in somebody else's ear, like Feisty or Pink or somebody that's got a bigger following. Let them be the one to announce it, and then they always jump in a box to weigh in on it. I just want you to put that in the back of your mind.
It's just, like I said, me and Pink aren't besties with the resties or none of that stuff, but what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. Just like earlier today when fucking Gabby was on there talking about Darlene buying all the stuff off the wish list. Bitch, what the fuck? Amazon has 2.6 trillion copies of the same shit in your wish list. Are you going to go cry about every bitch that buys a fucking car? Or every bitch that buys a set of blocks? I mean, all you're going to do is sell the shit on Marketplace in January anyway. We've already watched this movie. We've already watched it. Darlene can go out and buy whatever the hell she wants to buy. I could go buy whatever the fuck I want to buy. If you got a job, you could do the same.
It's the same shit every year.
What she did to Pink was dirty. What they did to Pink was dirty. And for them to take it out of context, like Pink wanted her to record. No, she didn't. I think Pink was testing her because truth be told, and Pink she can correct me if I'm wrong, but truth be told, up until Pink asked her to do that, and then when Pink asked her to do it, it was like, oh, I just got news that he's home. So how do we know whether Zennial's been telling the truth the whole time or not? Because up until Pink asked her for that FaceTime call, she was getting reports that Gabby wasn't leaving to take him to school. Gabby was still at the house. Gabby was doing this, that, and the third. How do we even know she was giving her the right information to start off with?
She wasn't. She was adamant for the longest time that he was not there. And then all of a sudden he was.
It is stalking behavior. That is stalking behavior. But you know who gets shit talked about it? Me. You know who gets shit out? Who else gets fucking Pink way across the country? You know who else gets shit about it? People that are nowhere near her. Nowhere near her. She's got people traveling 2,400 miles round trip. And she's got people 7 doors down fucking with her.
Which is suspicious in itself. Why isn't she going to the local police about the person that lives on the same damn street as her?
I mean, it's just not fair. You can't get mad at me for getting on here and calling a spade a spade. Everybody keeps talking about Feisty. You're the problem. You're vile. You've gone too far. You've done this. You've done that. Really? Really? I would like to know why I'm the only one. Me, Pink, Lisa Harris, they're getting drugged over there on that YouTube all the time. Our husbands are being talked about. We're being body shamed. We're being called night walkers, stupid bitches, all the things. What about these fucking women that are hanging out in your chat, licking your ass, that are fucking riding by her house? We seen you over there, Zennial. We seen you, girl. That don't make no sense, does it? All of a sudden, you flip on Pink and you're hanging out in that girl's live down there? I'm not talking about Meg.
I just wish every one of you would sit back and just think about things for a minute. Don't listen to what you're hearing on lives. Just think about things logically in the real world. If this was happening in the real world, wouldn't you go after the closest target, especially if you feel threatened?
What I wouldn't do if I felt threatened. I wouldn't get on here and continue to fucking rage bait and push these people. I wouldn't keep freaking flaunting around that I'm trying to get pregnant. I wouldn't be in there talking about all my sexual activities with my no dick having ass fiance. I wouldn't be doing none of that shit. None of it. None of it. I damn sure am on a live stream knowing people talk the amount of trash they talk about both of them as it is. Come on, baby. I'm going to grab the straps.
Oh, my Jesus.
Ugh, grosses me out. I don't care what part it is. Every part of being grosses me out. No matter what it is.
What do y'all think about him sitting on there the other night talk about even if a judge says so, I'm not listening? You can't fucking fix stupid. And then Gabby's lying her ass off to him. Lying and lying and lying. Oh, I only took a picture. Girl, you were live with him in the McDonald's.
I'm not talking about anything. Called her out for being on live the other day and she closed the damn door in his face. He caught her.
He was trying to talk to her the other day. He was telling her to knock it off and she was just talking. He was like, really, this is how you're going to do me? And I mean, and then the live ended. This is just me and my theories, y'all. Me and my theories. The live ended. We didn't really see much of Gabriella. And then the next day, she comes on and claims that she bopped her nose on Mimi's sink. I think Aaron cold cocked the shit out of that bitch because she wouldn't shut the fuck up. That's what I think happened. I'm not gonna lie. I think he cold cocked the shit out of her. It looks like she got walloped right in the nose.
Yep.
It really does.
It disappeared today. There was no bruise in sight today.
That's the first thing I thought. I was like, holy shit, did he knock the hell out of her? How the hell do you bend over to put your head on a sink and hit the bridge of your nose on the sink? Make that make sense. We wouldn't know any of this information if she didn't give it. I'm just saying.
I don't understand how she was ready to go to the ER for a concussion, and today she was dancing around her dang living room with nothing.
Listen, she started her live with clothes on.
Oh, yeah. And they came off.
And then proceeded to take her shirt off during said live. Thanks for the gift, y'all. During said live, my husband would dog walk my ass. Why? What self-respecting woman with a person, a partner, would do that?
And then got bananaed and came back with clothes back on. I mean, the headlights were flashing and everything, y'all.
If you could see him past, never mind. Shut up, Chastity.
My bad. I did not mean to come up in a box. I was just tapping the screen. My
Hey,
bad.
super. I got you, baby. I'll let you down.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pink.
I can't with that. And she was flaunting that all over while she was making coffee. Stop it. Have some respect for yourself. You already overshare. We don't need to see your whole body, too.
It's just nasty.
Stop it. I'm going to turn my gifts off.
It's nasty.
I don't like them turkeys. Stop it. The story changed today from the doctor's appointment. Whoo! She went, that doctor had a whole ass mix change right in the middle of a story. It went from a she to a he to a nurse. Did that fucking doctor nurse transitioned during the story? That story was fucking wild.
Which one is it on,
wild. But, did y'all catch the part where she said that the doctor said that they were not her regular OB doctors, so they could only give her a month's supply?
Mm-hmm.
If they're not your regular OB doctor, then why was it you were going there for an ultrasound originally before you, unfortunately had the passing or whatever? You were going there for an ultrasound, so how is it not your original doctor? Is confusing to me.
And no doctor is going to put you on medications, get pregnant, when it hasn't even been 2 weeks since you miscarried. It's not going to happen.
Well, that just... Yeah, it was made weeks ago when she first found out. And then, the unfortunate event happened. But she went to the same appointment, which is weird for me because doctor's appointments and ultrasound appointments are at the same office most of the time, but they're scheduled separately. Former medical scheduler here, we would schedule the doctor's appointments with the doctors or the, nurse practitioners. But when you schedule for an ultrasound, you go to an ultrasound technician. That's a whole different part of the clinic. It doesn't happen in the same room. So I don't understand how an ultrasound appointment turned into a post-MC appointment. It's not making sense. But there's so much stuff coming out all at one time that you have to sit back for a minute and just absorb it to kind of shift through. But to the people that are supporting her, our medical people at that, y'all know she's full of shit. And all you're doing is you're feeding the delusion. And it's making her worse. Every time somebody claps for her and tells her, good job, you're doing great, you're making her sickness worse. You're not helping her. And I think because of the internet continuing to enable her, it's causing her family a really hard time to get her the help that she needs. You understand what I'm saying? I wouldn't. She's got so many people on the internet. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. Don't. You know, she's not going to listen to two people, Mimi and Danny. She's not going to listen to just those two people. She's listening to the 50 people that are telling her what the hell she wants to hear.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure Mimi and Danny both have said, listen, you need some help. We've heard Danny say it, whether it's a skit or not, she's said it. But she's got all these other people feeding her ego, so she's going to listen to them.
Well,
it's wild, man. I'm ready to get off this fucking ride. And come December the 10th, I'm done riding Gabby's train. I ain't quite done with you yet, Miss Kaylee, but I'm done with Gabby.
Well, you know, her chat is telling her that the Mucinex thins out her uterus so she can get pregnant. So she believes that.
No, I'm not blacking her out. I don't want to. There's no. She got on there and lied and said I was streaming her. All the things. I haven't streamed that girl since mid-August. Oh, we could talk about HH2, that crazy fucking lady. Girl,
oh my God.
When you was eating your noodles laying on your back a while ago, I was like, man, that sure is a pretty mouth. But then you had them noodles fall all down beside your neck, and they fell all in that fucking hair that you got. Girl, eat sitting up. That's a choking hazard.
Look, my eyes feel bullied when I look at her.
Look. Michelle gets the worst fucking screenshots.
God, she's ever. So fired.
She's ever. I have seen more parts of Hippie Harley's clam than I care to see.
I can't tell you how many times I'm like, oh, I'm going to check in on the girls. And I go in there thinking, oh, I love my girls. I can't wait to see what they're doing today. And then there's a picture of Hippie Harley's freaking moose knuckle.
It's not even a moose knuckle.
That's the best thing I can explain it.
It's more like a goat hoof.
Every time. Never fails. Or
she really does.
Out her shorts.
She really does. I'm just saying, you know, I'm sure it's an OSHA violation somewhere to be laying on your back eating food in your bed. I mean, it's got to be OSHA violation somewhere. But somebody sent me a video of her earlier, and she was laid back eating some type of lo mein noodles, and she had her mouth all like that right there. And them noodles fell all down beside her neck. And I was like, well, if you had Peter, he'd have dinner. But you don't have Peter, bitch. So I have a question. Corey.
Oh my God.
What did the paper say?
To keep her mouth shut.
That didn't work, did it?
Nope. Sure didn't.
It didn't work for me neither when I sent the same shit to Gabriella Jacobson. Tell Opie we got her over here. She needs to move full steam ahead.
But the lawyers are watching her. I went down her following list and seen them.
There we go. If HH needs a new place to live, she should go get the lizard room in Gabby's house.
Y'all scared my ass when y'all told me to stop singing to her. She was going to take me seriously, so I ain't singing her no more love songs. I have a spare bedroom, but that bitch ain't coming here.
I'll take her in.
I'm more likely to move a Highland cow up there, but I end up fucking Hippie Harley. I promise you. That girl's a hot bitch. She's the chosen one.
They both are. Remember?
We do need Corey. I just can't get over her laying on her back eating food.
And preparing it too.
On her back? Nuh-uh.
She laid on her back the other day and prepared a whole salmon.
Not a salmon.
Yeah.
Is that what she was eating in bed? People thought it was a pork chop.
Putting season on it and everything.
She cooked salmon in the bed.
I thought you nasty bitch.
I'm not kidding. People were watching her eat a piece of it later on and they thought it was a pork chop.
Somebody else said it was ground beef, bitch. That was salmon.
The other night, was it about a week ago or I don't know when it was.
It was last week.
Yeah, she was laying on her back preparing it. and flipping it around and rubbing it down with season. I thought you nasty bitch, you.
In bed.
That girl better start sitting up and moving around. She's gonna catch up to you, hippie. You gonna look like a Goodyear blimp this time next year. You keep laying in that bed, girl.
Gonna get salmonella.
Not the salmonella.
Yeah, the salmonella.
Corey redid the video.
Can you imagine what's in her bed? Can you imagine?
Oh my God. I know there's a couple of lo mein noodles in there right now. Just saying. No, I think that Hippie Harley is, I don't think she's anything like Gabby. I don't think she's anything like Gabby. Gabby is an outright rage baiter. Gabby wants people to talk about her. She goes out of her way to do shit so people will talk about her. If everybody were to stop talking about her right now and didn't say nothing for the next 24 hours about Gabby, I promise you we're going to get something in some type of paper towel green screen by 9 o'clock in the morning because she wants somebody to talk about her.
The girl from the casino, she's fucking, somebody mentioned her in the chat. She's my favorite.
I love her. I love her even more because she's got a big old tortoise in her backyard.
She cracks me up. If you guys don't follow Girl from Casino, go follow her.
Tabitha stuck on repeat. I can only watch her in little increments. And I was in there watching her the other night. I swear she was on LSD. I swear she was. She was listening to them positive affirmations. And she was zoned the fuck out, y'all. She was on something for real. And they were talking, and she would go to say something. She well, I can't remember what they said. And she'd move on. But then she grabbed that big old handful of salmon. I guess it was salmon now. It looked like a hamburger patty to me.
I don't know what that was the other night. A pork chop, maybe? Hell, I don't know.
It was pork chops, Corey. People swore it was a pork chop. And if your salmon turned out to look like a pork chop, you ain't doing it right.
Did you see her when she was at that other place and she was curling her hair and a roach bug come out of the curling iron and crossed?
Oh my God.
Yeah. She just slung it. She just slung it to the side.
I would have unalived right there. I hate a bug.
I feel itchy now.
I cannot deal with bugs. I hate a fucking bug. And we're out here in the country, right? We got all this property now. And I was sitting in my garage the other night partaking because I don't smoke in my house. And a little field mouse ran right across where my steps were. And I was like, oh no, bitch.
Yeah, I'd have had a stroke.
I went and bought me some bait boxes and put them out. And I ain't seen that little bastard since.
Well, you got enough cats. You should be all right. That's why I
got 2 cats, but they're inside. So if anything gets inside, I guess these fucking worthless cats will do something. But I was thinking about getting a couple of barn cats for outside.
That's why I got 2 cats. Because in the summertime, they plow these fields. Those field mice have nowhere to go.
It's just a baby mouse. Do you know what one mouse turns into? Thank you for the gift, y'all. One mouse turns into a whole bunch of mices. When we lived in Florida, when we bought our house in Florida, we had to have a what do you call it, an extortion done. They were like in our attic really bad. That shit cost almost $5,000, y'all. I don't ever have to want to go through that again.
I can't stand the mouse myself. Okay, I love you all. I gotta go take a shit.
Oh well, thanks for letting us know.
Honey, welcome. Thank y'all for the gifts. It wasn't necessary, but I appreciate it.
We love you, Corey. Thanks for
I love y'all too, boo.
letting us know. We hope everything comes out all right, buddy.
I will.
He said I will.
He's taking the kids to the pool. Going to the Browns game. Hey, Corey, if you're still listening, because I perceive you as a stroller while you're shitting, do me a favor, grab a Sharpie real quick. Write a couple of names on that piece of toilet paper. You know, before you wipe your ass. Okay? Just write a few names on there. You know who I'm talking about, buddy? And then, wipe your butt. and then flush it. My site is not open. My site is paused. It will be open back up next week. This happens every year with Pirate Ship. If y'all use Pirate Ship in the chat, I think you're gonna feel my pain. Yesterday, I got 5 boxes back. Today, I received 4. They were marked undeliverable, but it's not at anybody's fault. It is Pirate Ship's fault. So there are 9 packages leaving here in the morning again. If you have not received your candle yet, you are probably one of the 9. So please just bear with me. They are leaving again in the morning. This happens every year. Every year. I don't know. There's some stuff going on with Amazon too, from what I understand. A lot of people were waiting on orders to come in, and they got canceled and like sent back. There's something going on.
Hello, Libra got her ring. She's making a video tomorrow, just so you know.
Ooh. I'm glad you finally got it. I do have Christmas candles. Let me show y'all what I'm working on now. This is a custom order. I'm not finished with it yet.
Thank you, YouTube Undercover.
I'm gonna flip it.
I'm gonna drop down so you got all the
Love
screen.
you.
Love you.
Y'all see that green leaf right there? That's my Monstera. That bitch is fucking growing. All right. This is a custom right here. If you see, it's a prayer bowl. Inside of this right here, there are 3 crosses that are carved into this prayer bowl right here. But anyways, I ordered some crown of thorns, and it's going to go on there like this right here. Okay? And then it's going to have jasmine, dried jasmine going all the way around right here. Okay? Y'all like that? Do we like it? Do we like it? She just ripped up a letter from court, said she is not Kaylee. That don't have nothing to do with me because I haven't sent her anything. I'm not sending Gabby nothing. I know that court procedure requires a certificate of service, and I have a certificate of service with her documents that, have been filed, but I'm not sending anything to her house. In my certificate of service specifically for Gabby, I asked the court to send it to her because she has already filed a restraining order on me before, and I don't want to give her any reason or ammunition to try to file on me again. And I'm concerned by me sending something to her house that she will attempt to do that. You understand what I'm saying? So I've asked the court to do it. She can speak on me all she wants. It's not going to end well for her. She didn't get mail from me. Listen, y'all calm down. Calm down. They are co-defendants in a case. So every time something is filed, whether I file it, Kaylee files it, or Gabby files it, all nothing. I have not served her with nothing. The courts have. So if she ripped up something, she ripped up something from the court, not from Feisty. Let her talk all she wants to talk. It's not going to end well for her. It's not going to end well for her. I am so unbothered by Gabrielle Jacobson. It's not even funny. It's not funny. So G and K will just walk away with the money. No, G and K have a court hearing on December the 10th here in the great state of Ohio. I haven't sent her any papers, so she's lying on me. Nope, I have not sent her one document, not one. Not one. Not one. Hold on, let's do something. Let's do something. Let's do something. Give it to me.
You know who you are. Yo, well, it was real cute when I met you. It was everything real sweet when you gave me that promise ring. Then I found out you suck. I thought you didn't give no fuck. Wrong, you was giving fucks alright. Screwing these yucks in the middle of the night. Bitch, you nasty, you trash. So I wrote this hook for that ass. You ain't shit, and your mama ain't shit, and your daddy ain't shit. You ain't shit, and your mama ain't shit. And your daddy ain't shit, you ain't shit. And your mama ain't shit, and your daddy ain't shit, you ain't shit. And your mama ain't shit, and your daddy ain't shit, you ain't shit, shit, shit. 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 You ain't shit. You know who you are, you know who you are. You know who you are, you know who you are. You know who you are, you know who you are. You know who you are, you know who you are. You ain't shit, your dog ain't shit. You got a cute nephew, but his uncle a bitch. Whoop, whoop. Somebody call the whole police. And your granny ain't shit, makes you rest in peace. Cause you done pissed off a petty bitch, a petty bitch. Well, I hope you fucking ready, bitch. Get ready, bitch. I'ma hack your computer, I'ma egg your house. I don't do cardio, but I'ma run my mouth. I'ma hide in your bushes so you scared to come out. Let everybody know that you use me for clout. Cause there's a whole lot of miles on that Honda. You done rolled every anaconda in Wakanda. You ain't shit, and your mama ain't shit. And your daddy ain't shit, you ain't shit. And your mama ain't shit, and your daddy ain't shit, you ain't shit. And your mama ain't shit, and your daddy ain't shit, you ain't shit. You ain't shit, and your mama ain't shit, and your daddy ain't shit, you ain't shit, shit, shit. 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 You ain't shit. You know who you are, you know who you are. You know who you are, you know who you are. You know who you are, you know who you are. You know who you are, you know who you are. You ain't shit. You shady, lying, punk ass, bitch ass trick. You ain't shit. And I can't wait to leak your pics. Motherfucker, you ain't shit. I hate the kind of guy that you wanna fuck with. Oh, you ain't shit.
And your man's got a little dick.
Yeah! You bitch ass hoe, it's time for a hoe down. I said you ain't shit. You ain't shit. I said you ain't shit. Bitch, you ain't shit. I am so petty.
I can picture it now. Your Honor, such a wonderful pleasure to be here with you today. I'm sorry that Miss Jacobson she wasn't here, Your Honor. She's at Disney in front of the castle singing a whole new world. And she ripped up your court papers on a live stream for all to see. And then she falsely accused me, Your Honor, of sending them to her when I have not sent her a motherfucking thing, Your Honor. I haven't mailed her nothing. A whole new world. A new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no or where to go. Those ain't my papers. They're not my papers. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You want to know what I find funny? I find funny that she's over there ripping up paperwork when I got a motion to dismiss without a certificate of certification dated November the 10th. And then I got a freaking another envelope with a certificate of certification on it dated November the 13th. You know what I'm dealing with? You know what I'm dealing with? Do y'all understand what I'm dealing with over here? You hear that, Kaylee? She's not going. She ripped up the paperwork. So it's going to be me and you, sis. Mono against a mono. Turtle against skunk. Coming to a courthouse near you, bitch. She's going to make you answer to this shit by yourself. That's some fuck shit right there. That's some fuck shit right there. I did not send that girl one fucking piece of paper. I will not be sending her one piece of paper. I refuse to send her any paperwork. I will not be sending her nothing. So whatever it is that she ripped up over there came directly from the courthouse, and she's fucking stupid. That or she's just putting on a show for you guys, acting like she's ripping up papers that came from me or a courthouse because she's salty. I'm over here with 1.5 thousand people in my life. She's mad because I'm getting gifted because y'all love me. She's pissy. She's pissy. She can stay mad. She should probably stop being a fictitious litigant. Stop taking people to court for nothing. You don't want people talking about you? Stop putting your life on the internet. You don't want people having shit to say? Stop fucking broadcasting every damn breath you take. Stop it. But I didn't send her nothing. And if she keeps pushing across this here internet that I did, we can just add it to this fucking paperwork right here. It can be brought up in front of a judge. Prove that paperwork came from me. If it came from me, show it on the screen. Show the world that I'm a dumbass and I sent you paperwork with Kaylee's name on it. Because until you do that, I don't believe a word's being said. Thank you, y'all. If they don't show up, I get it by default. They do still talk. I know that they're helping Gabby with this paperwork. What's going on with that little boy has nothing else to do with me. I did my part. I've seen something, said something, and anything further with him ain't got nothing to do with me. It don't have nothing to do with me. I don't care. She didn't get no paperwork from me. She can sit over there and act like she's a baddie, but I bet she don't keep that same energy on the 10th of December. I bet neither one of them do. I bet neither one of them walk in the courtroom with the same fucking energy they got on this here internet. I bet they don't. I don't think a warrant gets issued for civil matters. But I think well, actually, let me change that. That's all up to the judge's discrepancy. You know what I'm saying? With her ripping up paperwork that supposedly came from that courthouse and her getting on here saying whether she's rage baiting or not, that she's not going to court, she's going to Disney on a day that she knows she's under a subpoena. I don't think either one of these girls understand that. Until that judge dismisses this case, which is not going to happen, in my personal opinion, they are under Ohio subpoenas. These are legitimate subpoenas. They are ordered to appear in court. And if they don't, there are going to be consequences. So they can find out on their own. I know I'm going to be there. That's all that matters to me. I hope she has a great time talking to Kaylee. I hope they have a great time. She needs to be coming to Ohio on the 10th. Yeah, they'll see it because everything they're doing, I promise you, it's being documented. All of it. Everything that Kaylee has said since the moment I knew she was served with that paperwork has been recorded. All of it. It's all been recorded. They don't get on here and solicit for attorneys either. They have to raise their attorney money privately because this court case is around them raising money and sending all this bullshit. They don't get on here and solicit. They don't get to use my court hearing to line their pockets this time. They don't. They can try. It's not gonna end well. But anyways, I'm getting ready to dip. I got to finish this candle and get it out to this girl. If you guys are interested in a prayer bowl, please message me and I will get to you. Hey, Joy. Love you, Melina. I'm not too far behind you, sis. I got some stuff I got to do tomorrow. Yep. Y'all should be able to see another filing on the docket in the next couple of days. As I said, it's not showed up yet, but this one that I filed does not have anything to do with Gabby. This is between me and Kaylee. It cost me a little bit more money to file this one. It was $460 to file this case because it's going to a different court because of the defamation. Marysville Municipal Court does not handle defamation cases. I had to take it to a different court. So y'all will see that sooner than later. As soon as it opens back up, y'all. When my site opens back up, I'm going to have a section marked off for, it's going to have 3 different sections. It's going to have a section for the candles. It's going to have a section for the stash kits. And it's going to have a section for the t-shirts and stuff that are coming. Okay. There'll be 3 different sections. I love y'all. Thank you so much for all the gifts. Thank you for being here. To you guys in the back there that did the most and been pointing your fingers, I know you're pissed off because you've been outed. Nobody likes to be outed, but just swallow your pride, own your shit. I don't want to apologize to me for nothing. I don't feel like I deserve apologies. I don't feel like I'm owed one. But the bullshit needs to stop. There are innocent people that are getting blamed for shit that they're not doing. I just so happen to be one of them. Okay? You might not like me. You might think all kinds of things about me. But I'm not doing the shit I'm being accused of doing to this girl. And it's absolutely ridiculous that myself and my husband are out as much as we are having to deal with this bullshit on the internet. So y'all just think about that. If it were you, how would you feel? What do you want me to wait for, Lolo? Next week. I love y'all. I think y'all are amazing. After the first of the year, I'm working on a Facebook page because this app is it's entirely too toxic. And because I'm a nosy bitch and I like drama, I think it's best for me just to remove myself so I don't insert myself in any more drama. So I'm thinking about doing a Facebook page and a group to bring all of my trusted people over, and we can just hang out over there and talk about things that aren't toxic filled drum. This app is too toxic. There's just too much, and people think that they're really gaining like real life friendships on here, and in the blink of an eye it's snatched away from them, and it causes real pain and real hurt in people, and it's just, I don't want no more part of it. I don't want no more part of it. The only reason why I'm still here is because we have the wish list up, and I want to make sure that as much kids get as Christmas as we can. But after the first of the year, I'm really thinking about transitioning and going somewhere else, because this is too much. It is too much. There's a lot of good we can do on Facebook. There's a lot of things we can do over there. All right. I love y'all. I'm out. Love y'all. Be good.